just here for an apology. I personally had a lapse in judgment. It wasn't cool on my part.
People are doing all kinds of things to get attention, which is a terrible thing. This is not a technological issue, this is a social issue. What the world throws at us is not necessarily your choice, but what you make out of it is entirely your choice. If somebody is an influencer, any kind of influencer, if you can influence that 10 people, or you have 2 children, see, this happens to you, you may be living somehow, but suddenly you have a child. The moment they're looking at you, if you're smoking, you put your cigarette away. If you're doing something else, you do that. Why? Because the moment you're an influencer in your home, the moment you're influencing a young life, you try to change your life in some way to the extent possible for you. So if you're influencing, what is the number? 40 million.
Yeah.
If you're influencing 40 million people, I hope you become a little more responsible. What the world throws at us is not necessarily your choice, but what you make out of it is entirely your choice. Yes? What you make out of it is entirely your choice. Your experience of life, this much you must come to every one of you young people. If you want your potential to open up in the world, one important thing that you must fix in your life is your experience of life, either peacefulness or agitation, either joy or misery, blissfulness or suffering, whatever it is, your experience is entirely made by you. Other people are doing what they want, their drama they're conducting. It is your reaction to that which is causing these experiences to you. Right now, if I abuse you, I won't, I'm just telling you, Mrudu. Suppose I abuse you, the abuse is in my mouth. It is not a bullet, it doesn't come and hit you, but it's your reaction which causes the suffering, isn't it? Suppose I abuse you nicely in Tamil language or Telugu or Kannada, this guy will understand that's a problem. But if I abuse you in a language that you don't understand, with a smile on my face, you will think I'm saying sweet things to you, isn't it? And you'll respond nicely to me. So I'm telling you, your experience of what is happening with you right now is 100% determined by you. Human experience happens from within, not from outside. Outside influences are there. How far we allow them to affect us, unless they're physical situations. You're in a war zone, somebody is shooting at you, that's a different matter, all right? That needs to be dealt with in a different way. Even there, a conscious response will give you better chance of survival than wild reactions. So, the privilege of being human being is this, that we have an intelligence to determine what should be our experience of life.
According to Sadhguru, it all depends on what your idea of forgiving is. Forgiving does not mean forgetting. It is very important that you never forget the sweetest and the bitterest moments in your life. You must always remember them. To forgive means do not carry any bitterness in you, because it destroys your life. How to act with someone who commits a crime against you or someone else? You must act as it is required. You may be shocked that I am saying this, but when situations go out of control, anyway you will do it. Suppose someone walks into your house and starts slaughtering your children and your family, will you take whatever you can get your hands on and hit him or not? Action depends on the situation. Do not decide ahead of time what you will do. That would mean you are not giving the other human being the necessary chance. Someone may do one thing today and we may handle it one way. Someone may do the same thing tomorrow and we may handle it another way. Someone may do the same thing the day after and we may handle it in a completely different way. It depends on the situation. Forgiving means that you will not act out of resentment. You will act out of what is needed for the situation. It means you will do whatever is needed with no enmity in your heart.
It's hard when it comes to forgiveness. It's hard for humans, basically, in general. So that's why I really want to…
I'm saying forgiveness not needed.
Not needed at all.
First of all, when I don't accuse you of anything, where is the question of forgiving you? When I accept you the way you are, whatever you are.
There's no need of forgiveness.
No, I don't care what you are, whatever you are, I'm okay with it. That's the way you are, that's how human beings are, all right? So people get into this thing because they have unrealistic expectations out of people. Because their expectations are unrealistic, they will criminalize somebody else in their mind. And then, one day they will forgive them. Don't look like God, live with it, nonsense. Accept people the way you are not a perfect human being. So is nobody else around you. Accept them if you can transact with them, if you can deal with them, if you can do business with them, if you can have a relationship with them, fine. If you cannot, No, you leave them alone.
Wish everyone could think like you, Sadhguruji. That's why that makes you very different, and we seek for helps and we seek
No,
for
I'm
things.
saying you're unnecessarily creating a complication in your mind and struggle with it forever. Because once you criminalize somebody in your mind, how much ever forgiving acting you do, it's not going to be cleared in your mind.
Thank you so much for this.
To get free tips on food, health, Ayurveda, lifestyle, and yoga by Sadhguru, please join our WhatsApp and Telegram link below.